All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to the end of the first official day of Sexy Ogre Saves Christmas. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I like that one a little bit. Sexy Ogre Saves Christmas. I know. I just showed off my shirt. I'm not supposed to do that. Hope Iota Central doesn't get mad at me. Anyway, so yesterday we announced the contest. We haven't announced the official rules. So this is the official rules, right? Like you guys have a kind of an idea of what the rules are. I just wanted to get your attention in a quick little blurb. This is the official rules. You ready? Okay. First and foremost, there's absolutely no purchase necessary. You don't have to buy a single thing. Don't have to do nothing. No purchase necessary. Great, right? Got it? No money has to change hands. Don't have to buy nothing. No, nothing. All right, great. Perfect. Good. That's rule number one. Rule number two is you cannot win this for yourself, right? I have to stress this. You cannot nominate yourself. You can only nominate somebody else. So, for example, if I wanted to nominate Melissa from Target, right? I have to send my phone number or email, my name, her phone number or email, and why I want her to win, right? That's what you have to do. You have to nominate someone else. You have to nominate somebody else. You have to nominate somebody else. I don't know how else to say it. You have to nominate somebody else. All right. So, why all that information is important? It's actually a lot less information than a lot of other places we ask for, right? I just need a way to contact you, a way to contact them, and why you want them to win. That's it. So, the ways you can contact me, wedgestevens@gmail.com, heysexyogre@gmail.com, on the Twitter, at Wedge Stevens or at heysexyogre, Wedge Stevens, WEDGESTEVENS, Wedge Stevens. You can get me on Instagram at Wedge Stevens, TikTok at Wedge Stevens, Facebook at Wedge Stevens. You can send me a message on the messenger. I'll check it as often as I can. But the email is actually the fastest way and best way to get a hold of me. So yeah, that's the way to contact and all of that. Exclusions. You cannot live in the same household. All right. You cannot. Because essentially what that is asking for yourself, right? And I get it. There's single moms out there who are like, I can't afford to get this stuff. I want to nominate my kids. And I feel for you. I do. But the best way to do that then is to contact a coworker or your mom or your sister or someone who doesn't live with you and have them nominate you or your kids, okay? You cannot live in the same household because it looks really weird, right? Like the whole idea is to pay it forward and to turn the me in Christmas into the we, because I myself can't do anything, but we can move a mountain, right? So that's the whole point. So you cannot live in the same household with each other. One thing that we've ran into, and I'm still discussing this, we're making a committee to read the emails. I'll explain that in a second. So there'll be a committee that will read these. So there'll be 3 people who read these emails, and that's important. So I'll let you know that. The spirit of this contest is to help people who have either had a rough year or can't afford something or what have you. All right. So that's the whole point, is like, we're just trying to pay it forward and try and make people's lives a little bit happier and just try and bring joy and happiness to this holiday season. That being said, we had someone email us about winning this and then using it in another raffle or another auction. That kind of goes against what we're trying to do here. Mainly because we're trying to bring Christmas joy to someone right here, right now. Now, I've read the email. I've sent it to one of my committee members, and we're going to discuss this, and they may still get in, but we're really, really reluctant to take consideration for that kind of thing. because the whole idea is, again, to make someone's Christmas better. And maybe this will benefit them in some way. And there's a lot of fate involved here. So if you send me a request like that, I'm not saying you're disqualified. We're going to have to do some investigation and talk to you a little bit more about it. My hair is doing something wild today. Also, how the contest will work. I don't know if there's any other exclusions. I think we've covered everything. You cannot be in the same household. Oh, anyone who is related to me cannot be a part of this, or anyone who is related to any committee member. So any direct family, even though you're not winning it directly, the appearance that even though you are, Noodle wants to be part of this again. Hi, Noodle. Noodle's always like, I'm front and center. Anyone who's part of this that's related to me directly or a committee member cannot be part, because we don't want anyone saying, well, you rigged the system so that your family member would win and all that. No, that's not happening. No one of my family will be involved in any way, shape, or form. In fact, half my family doesn't even know what's happening. The only people that know what's happening right now is Noodle. Oh, Noodle. I love him. He's so great. All right. So there's that. Yeah. I think that's everything. If I need to update the rules again, I will make another video to update the rules. But these are just trying to do this. How the contest will work. This is how the contest will work. You will send me an email. We, as the committee, will read your emails. I will try and read all of them that are making it into the contest on the show, just so you guys know. So if you send me something, you're agreeing to have your email read on the show. You've been warned. This is what's going to happen. Noodle. Noodle's all up in my business. He's like, Dad, I've missed you. I've been running all day. So he's probably like, him and all the rest of them probably like, man, we miss you so much. I love you. You're so great. All right. So you'll send me an email with your name, your phone number, the person you're nominating or family you're nominating, their name, their phone number, and then you'll tell me why you want to nominate them. What will happen is the three members of the committee will read the emails together. We will then, each of us will give that email a score. Now, what that score will be anywhere from 0 to, I think we're going up to 12. We haven't done the other part of this to know for sure, but it will get a point attached to it. That is your extra points that you're awarded for doing this. So if Jose, let's say that I wrote one for Melissa at Target, because I just met her today and she was delightful. She was wonderful. So let's say that, and I don't mean that like flirtatious, right? I mean, she was really helpful and she laughed at all my stupid jokes. And anytime someone does that, it makes me feel good. And I just enjoyed that. So let's say someone sends an email and it says, I'm Wedge. My phone number is 555-555-5555. And I'm nominating Melissa from Target, and her phone number is 555-554-4444. And I'm doing it because she's hot. Or she's my best friend. Or, you give me one word, one line. Chances are you're getting a 0 or a 1 for that, right? Because you didn't really, whatever. But if you send me a detail, it doesn't have to be super long, but just tell me what's going on, right? Like my name is Wedge and my email is wedgestevens@gmail.com, and I'm nominating Melissa at Target and she's at melissa@target.com. And I have to tell you that I've gone through Target 100 times and I've had terrible service, but she went above and beyond. I mean, she was helping me and she really did a lot for me, and she's got a kid and she just went through a divorce, and man, it'd be really awesome if someone would help her out. Okay, that's probably going to get like a 5 or 6, maybe even a 7 or 8. I don't know how the committee is going to judge. I would say that's probably a 6 or a 7, right? Because you've given into a reason of why you want to help them and why it's not overly populated and all that. You got the meat and potatoes. All right, I'll give you 5 or 7 points. You want extra points? We're starting a new show called Hey Sexy Ogre. And if you send a question attached with your email that I can answer on that show, you get an extra point. They're like, well, that's unfair. You can't do it. No, everyone can do that. Everyone who sends a message, except for the 2 that we got today, and I will give them extra points just because they were not privy to this information. So now you're being privy to this information. So if you send me a question in there, you get an extra point. You can max out at 5 extra points for that. Or, yeah, I think, let's do 3. Let's do 3 points. I think 3 points is 3 points. You can ask 3 questions, get 3 extra points. All right, so that's official. 3 extra points for asking 3 questions. And I'll answer your questions. If you're brave enough to ask them, I'm brave enough to answer them, and you get brutal honesty from me. Now, there will be some questions that I may suspend until the end of the contest. For instance, if you ask me, like, how did you pay for all this, Wedge? I'm not going to answer that right away. I'll answer that later because I don't want that to interfere with what we're doing, okay? So there will be some questions that I may say, I'm not going to answer them right now. I will answer them. It just won't be right this second, okay? All right, so we're on page there. So you can get up to 3 extra points for sending questions with your entry. I know my fingers are really dirty. I have to clean those. Super late at night. I'm very tired. So you get up to 3 extra points. That way you'll get extra points for your email. Why is this important? I'm going to tell you. What's going to happen is each of those emails will be put into an envelope. All that will be on the front of the envelope, and that actually will have a place card in between there so that there's no seeing through it, right? You can't see through it. All that will happen is before we put it in, then we will write plus however many points you acquired during the process. That's it. Plus 3, plus 8, plus 11, whatever it is. You then will be sealed up and put into a box. We will put all the prizes on. Now, if you've watched A Mile in Your Shoes, if you haven't, you should go do that. If you've watched A Mile in Your Shoes, you know that I have 3 different wheels that I use for that show. There's the charity wheel, the spinitisements, and then the turn of topic. Those 3 wheels are being erased, and we're going to use those for prizes. We're going to hold a tournament, random draw tournaments. We're going to pull 2 envelopes out, put them down. We are going to roll dice. I don't know, can you see those? You see the dice? Rolling dice. Oh, there we go. Rolling dice. Now, if you've played Dungeons and Dragons, you know what a full set of dice looks like. There is a 20-sided dice, a 12-sided dice, 6-sided dice, 8-sided dice, 2 10-sided dice. Now, these are supposed to be percentiles. One that has the zeros on it, like that, is like, so that's 50. So if you rolled that, you'd get 53. That's not how we're doing this. If you roll this and you get a 50, that's a 5. So you get 2 separate rolls of 10 and a 4-sided dice. Okay, why is this important? Because you're going to be head-to-head with another envelope. If you have a plus 8 and they have a plus 3, you have a 5-point advantage going into your roll of your dice. We're going to roll each set of dice 100 times before this begins. We're going to average them out, and that's how we're going to determine what the cap for the points for your emails is going to be. I want to say we're stopping at 12 because there's only a chance of, I think it's 58. 58 points is total. 20 and 10 is 30. 12 is 42. 6 is 48. 4 is 52. Did I miss something? I know. This is so long. I'm sorry. 20 and 12, 32, 42, 52, 64, 70 points. There's 70 total points that you can get. If you roll a perfect roll, you get 70 total points. So We're going to roll out 100 times, do the average. I think we're at 12, I think is where we're going to be at. Plus, you can get up to 3 bonus points. You get 15 points bonus. We will roll the dice out. Whoever wins with the handicaps moves on. Whoever loses will go back into the box for the next drawing. Well, Wedge, you only have 3 Xboxes. Nah, we're going to have at least 12 prize packages. Not all of them are going to be Xboxes. We are giving away the 3 Xboxes. We may be able to acquire more. I don't know. I just want to be prepared. So, we're going to have at least 12 prizes to give away. Right now, I have 3 Xboxes. We have 3 family game nights. That puts us at 6. Plus, we have a taco set. And I got to be honest with you. Whoever wins the taco prize, I want it for myself. It's so adorable. Look at this. Hang on. I want to show it. No, I can't show it to you. It's buried. Crap. It's great. I can't wait to give that one away. It's super great. The taco prize is great. So you'll get that. So right now we're at 6. I'm working on a few other ones. I want to do like a family movie night. That would be awesome. And I've got a few other things out there in the wind. So that's what we're working on. There will be one contest where my dog will decide who wins. And the points won't matter at all in that one. It'll be strictly just one envelope beside each bowl, and she's going to eat a kibble. And whichever one she picks first, that one moves on. The other one is put back into the box. So she's going to decide. Fate is going to play a lot of this. Why is that? Well, and also, so once you've won the tournament, we don't even know what tournament we're doing first, right? We're going to spin the wheel, and all the prizes will be on the wheel. Whichever wheel, whatever prize it lands on, goes on to the winning envelope. So we know what prize won, and then we will open that envelope when it's time to contact the people so I can give them the prizes. That's how it works. There's a lot of moving parts in this. Why is that? Part of it is the fate aspect, right? Like, it's really hard to rig this because there's so many moving parts in this, right? And I don't want anyone to accuse me of rigging. I wouldn't do that, but I don't want to be accused of it either. The other part of that is because I want this to be like, everyone says everything happens for a reason. You hear that all the time. Oh, it happened for a reason. There's a reason this happened. Well, all right. So we're going to let everything happen for a reason. We're just going to do it this way. I also like the idea of the randomness of it and the fun of it and the suspense of it all, right? If I can figure out how to live cast all of that, I will do it on the 23rd. Because the contest ends midnight on the 22nd. 12:01, the 23rd. 12:01 in the morning, the 23rd contest is over. You cannot enter after that. If I get an email at 12:02, you're not in. You're out. And we're going to do the drawing the 23rd. And then I'm going to try and get everything delivered out by the 25th, if it's possible. If you're in upstate New York and I'm in Iowa, there's probably no way you're going to get your prize before Christmas. But I can at least give you a phone call and tell you that you won something. I'm not going to... Also, when you get a phone call from me on the 23rd, 24th, saying that you won a prize, I am not telling you what the prize is. You just know you won a prize. That's it. I cannot stress that. Mainly because I don't want people to go on to social media and Twitter and all that and blow it up and ruin surprises for people, right? I want you to be excited that you won a prize, no matter what it is. So you won't know until you get it, what the prize is. All right. So we know there's going to be at least 12 prizes, maybe more. If there's more, great. Every time we wipe a space off on the board, we'll put a new one on, or we'll just use all 3 boards and we'll be done with it. How will we determine, if we're using all 3 boards, how will we determine the prizes? We will do it almost the same exact way as this. We will take a 6-sided dice, we will roll it, we'll assign numbers to each one. Once we've determined which board we're using, we'll spin the wheel, whatever space it lands on, that's what prize you get. Easy enough. Yeah, so fate is going to play a lot into this. Destiny is going to play a lot into this. The numbers so that's why it's really important when you nominate someone that you write a good essay. Take your time, think about it. Because also, think about this. And this is something, because this is about the other person that you're nominating, right? This is about the person you're nominating. And what we want is for you to have written something that you could actually print out before you send it to us, maybe frame it and give it to them. Because sometimes sometimes it's really nice to know that a kind word can go a really long ways, right? If you just did one random act of kindness per day and everyone did one random act of kindness, it doesn't take much. Hey, you look really great today. Or, wow, did you get your hair cut or something? Like anything that's something that small can go so far with somebody. You don't know what kind of day that person's having. You don't know how hard that life is for that person, right? You just don't know. So I just believe in that one random act of kindness. I really do. And it's kind of how this whole thing got started. I'll tell you, people have asked me, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? I'm doing this because, first of all, I hate Christmas. I hate Christmas. It is my least favorite holiday. My second least favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. We'll go into that in a whole different time. This is the worst time of year for me. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Valentine's Day all in a row. I hate this time of year. And so I'm very Scroogey. I'm a Scroogey ogre. Ooh, I hate Christmas. I hate what it means. Oh, no. It used to mean that, like, when I was a kid, it didn't matter what I got for Christmas. I was happy to get it. And I was excited to be a part of it. My family was around me and I loved it, right? And I also am very rare in the sense that I got to experience Christmas in different countries and in different parts of the country. And so every part of the country does it differently. And Germany was really cool. I loved Christmas in Germany. It was so neat. It was so magical. It wasn't about presents so much as it was family. And it was more about, like, just being in the moment. And you didn't care what you got for Christmas, right? Like, you could go buy, I remember, so you could walk down the street and there'd be St. Nick's everywhere. They don't celebrate Santa Claus so much. It was St. Nicholas. And there were people dressed like St. Nick all over the place. And you can give them 5 francs and they would give you a present, or whatever you gave them, they would give you a present for that. And you didn't really care what it was. One of my favorites I got was this rubberized mat. It was a soccer game, football game. Football over there, soccer does. And it was a rubberized mat that had the field on it, and it had these 2 plastic goals that you would attach. And the goalie had a little, like, string that went underneath the net, and you would push a button and he would go left or right. And then you'd have these 2 guys that you would press the top of their heads and they would kick the ball up and down the field, and you could play soccer this way. And it was super small and dumb, but I loved it. It was one of my favorite toys as a kid. I loved that game so much. So over the years, I've become very cynical because I put a lot of time and effort and thought into my presents because I want it to be something that means something to you. I want you to, like, appreciate it. And I'm overly sentimental. And I hate the fact that I sometimes expect people to be over sentimental as well. I mean, I have things that I shouldn't keep anymore. Like, I have a box full of stuff from ex-girlfriends. Like, one ex-girlfriend in particular, I've kept most of what she gave me. And it was just because I don't know, whatever, she meant something to me. So that's kind of why. Like, I hate the fact that I hate Christmas as much as I do, and I want to change my feeling about it. But also, I hate the fact that we become a me, right? It's what I want. And if I don't get what I want, my Christmas is ruined. And God, that's such a terrible attitude. I wish that that's not how it was. I want this to turn it from being me, to we. We appreciate you. We as a society appreciate this holiday. We as a society can do all kinds of things. And I want it to go from the act of receiving, it's all about me and what I get, to what can I give to someone? What can I give to them to make this a better holiday? That's what this is all about. Really, really and truly. And I know most people have stopped watching by now, but 24 minutes in, I know I got to wrap this up. So that's why. That's why we're doing this. I explained how the contest will work. I think I've gone through everything I need to go through. Wait, one more thing. Because I am paying for all of this out of my own pocket, and I don't mind, but it does limit what I can do. Oh, I got a little scratch there. It limits how much money I can do and whatever. So I plan on trying to acquire at least 2 more video game systems. I can't promise that's what's going to happen. They're hard to come by. I'm going to try. If you feel compelled to help out in some way, I'm going to make a video about donations. And I'll do that here. Once I'm able to load this one up, I will do that. You don't have to donate. But if you feel something like, I want to donate, I want to help out, I will tell you how you can do that. And it's all legit. Like, anyone who watches my show knows it's a charity-based show. Like, I want to help people. I want to make this world a better place. People who know me on a personal level, they know that this is kind of who I am. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. It's not it at all. I'm just trying to let you know, like my heart, even though I tell people all the time, I tell people my heart is just a cold, dead. I have a cold, dead heart. Glacier. I'm the one who sank the Titanic with my heart because it's so cold. Global warming happens because of me. Sometimes I really want to believe that about myself. And then things like this happen where I just see something in the world and I say, I can do something to change this. I can't do it alone. And what I mean by that is, if no one signs up for this contest, I have 2 entrants so far. If no one else signs up for this contest, what did I really change? You know? I changed nothing. So I need you guys to sign up for the contest. I want you to sign up for the contest. I want to give this stuff away. I love giving presents. I love it. I don't like receiving them. I don't know how to receive them. I don't know, especially if it's over the top and extravagant. I don't know what to do with it, and I get overwhelmed. But it's really funny. I keep seeing that Buccaneers helmet behind me, and you can see the Washington one too. And by the way, I want to say something about this, and we'll get into this later. But this helmet here, I don't agree with the name that's attached to it, but I love the meaning of this helmet. I love the meaning of it. And what's really great about this one is this is signed by Doug Williams. First black quarterback to play in the Super Bowl. First black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. First black quarterback to be Super Bowl MVP. Yeah. It really means something to me. That's really special. It's a special helmet. I love that one. And Tampa Bay is not even my fan, but they're just up there. This is my team right here. This one, I'm going to tell you about this. This is a good story. This one right here, it's actually signed by O.J. McDuffie and Mark Duper. I got to meet them at my one and only Dolphins game. And it just so happened, I got to see Don Shula. I didn't get to meet him, but I got to see him. And Dan Marino was in the lobby, and I almost crapped myself. I wanted to ask for his autograph, but I didn't have the guts. I didn't have it. Oh, I still hate myself for that, because I wanted to go up and go, Mr. Marino, I would really like to have your autograph. I've been a fan since I was... In fact, his rookie card is part of the reason why I became a Dolphins fan. It's true. And then Stephen Ross, the owner, walked by, and I almost asked for his autograph, and I just couldn't. I just didn't have the courage. So there you go. Random thoughts at 28 minutes in this video. All right. So there you go. Recap real quick. This is the official rules video. If there are more rules to be added, I will let you know. You must nominate somebody else. You have to nominate somebody else. You cannot nominate yourself. This is all about giving to other people. Oh, that's something else I want to say. If you win a prize that you're not happy with, I want you, before you blow up, before you're, ooh, I can't believe I won the taco prize and not the big Xbox, slow down for a second. Because maybe the reason you won that prize is because you're supposed to help somebody else. Maybe there's someone around you that can benefit from what you won. Maybe. You don't know. So there you go. The 2 people who've written me emails, I thank you so much. I really do. And to the Boggs family, I will promote your event. January 15th, there is an event happening. I don't have all the details right in front of me. I'm trying to do it from memory. I know it's on Facebook. There's a bags tournament on January 15th to help the Boggs family. Check it out. It sounds like they've gone through some really, really hard times. COVID patient that was I don't want to misspeak, but I remember it was 39 days he was either in the hospital or on the ventilator, having to relearn how to work or how to walk. Lost his job. His wife is trying to raise the kids by herself, and it just my heart breaks for you guys. It's just terrible. So January 15th, you can sign up for the bags tournament. I know that it's 60% goes to the benefit, and then 30% will go 33%. 66% goes to the benefit, 33% goes to the payout. There's all kinds of rules. Like, one person has to be assigned to a certain app, but it's on Facebook. Check it out. I will post a link with the next video, or at least do something to have my homework done. I've been up since 5:30 this morning. I'm wore out. Okay, so you must nominate somebody else. Cannot be part of the same household. Cannot be part of the same household. If you are nominating your kids, you need to find someone who can nominate your kids for you. I know it sucks. It really does. It's just the way it is, because we cannot have people nominating themselves underneath their mom's name. Essentially is what we're trying to avoid. So the way we eliminate that is you cannot be in the same household. There are ways to check. So we can't have that. These prizes are not meant to be used as fundraising materials. If you decide to do that, let's have a conversation before we do it, so we make sure we cross all of our I's and dot all of our T's and all that, because I don't want either one of us to get in trouble. Fate will determine a lot of this, and I really hope that everyone can get along and do something great for each other. I really do. I don't want to say, let's change the world together, guys. Let's turn a me into a we. Love y'all. See ya.